Hey, I probably should have added an extra 30 seconds. Hi. I'll take that also.
Yeah.
If you want to give that to me.
I do.
Okay.
I need a second. That's better.
Hey,
There you go.
thank you. What do you think?
About
Our new setup.
what new setup?
Perfect.
Oh, the thing?
It's exactly what I wanted to hear. I love that. Anyway.
Hi, Subby Battleship.
We're awake. Good morning. Welcome to Tuesday. How are y'all doing? I've got so many things to talk about.
Thank you, Noah.
Breakfast stream is just us acknowledging Chad, be like, good morning. And now we're going back to bed. I'm going to read through alerts before I talk about what the past few days have been like for me. Nothing bad, just odd. It's fine. Let's read some alerts.
Renee said, I swear I heard a cat puking at 3 a.m. and went to look and couldn't find anything. Sometimes Kep just like goes, blah, and
Yeah.
he's not throwing up.
Give me the bird.
Yeah, especially because he doesn't, I mean, knock on wood, he doesn't puke anymore because
Yeah.
he's been fixed with the medicine.
Yeah.
If he makes that sound now, like, he's not throwing up. He just goes. Anyway, 7 months from Captain Joe 08. That subby was 42 months from Arpiga. Thank you. Tier 3. 22 months from Star Wars Trekkie. We get a subscription from Gorat135.
Welcome.
Jetbolt gifted a sub to Zach Man. We had 61 months from Kiwi Scipio. 24 months from Nintendo Nitwit. Congrats on the 2.
Ring in the holiday season with Tiny Eddie's Gold Leaf Commerce Confections.
Thousand Bits from Murmur says, Tiny Eddie, as I am stuck in an airport for the next few hours, what snack should I get to pass the time? Tiny Eddie doesn't know about Sbarro, so instead has recommended Gold Leaf Commerce Confections. Gold Leaf Commerce Confections. It's just like...
I just imagine they're like holiday cookies, like commercially made that have gold leaf.
Could have just named them like Capitalism Snack.
Yeah.
Or Money
Yeah.
Snack.
It's like that dragon decanter of brandy at Costco. It's blown glass, and there's brandy in it.
Oh. Some things in life are expensive for the sake of just being expensive. And a large portion of my being is utilitarian, and it makes me scream. Oh man, Sudabite said snackitalism. Oh, that's so good. I wasn't awake enough for that, but that's really good. When I'm in an airport, I just seek out like a Bojangles, but not all airports
Only the
have
Charlotte one has it.
I know, but that's the one I'm in the most. Thomas says sometimes more expensive things are worse. It's true. It's true. Sometimes they're fine, but they are much more expensive than the competition because all of their money goes into marketing. Right? Like, as an example, like Sennheiser makes really good audio stuff. They don't advertise, like, at all. And then there's like Beats by Dre. Like they advertise a lot.
Come here, kitty.
And like Beats by Dre probably sound fine, but they probably cost like twice as much. This has been Rough Examples with Stephen George. If I would have woken up 30 minutes sooner, it would have been rougher examples.
Hey, it's coffee. You don't like coffee, famously. I know, see? You don't like it.
You want a lap? I would love you to sit on me.
You cold?
Yeah,
Stephen George.
got into bed last night, and I was so cold, and I was like, please, cat, please. But what happened was I got into bed. This is true. I got into bed, and as I got in there, I was like getting ready to lean back, and at the door, I could see Kepler standing there watching me, and then I watched him leave. And I was like, okay. So I knew that he was not gonna... I was so cold in bed, I shivered for like 30 minutes. Because I got in bed after Mal was asleep. I shivered for like 30 minutes, and then I was like, I gotta put my socks back on. So while I was in bed, I reached out onto the floor where I'd taken my socks off and put them back on. Because I was so... And then I fell asleep. I never wear my socks to bed, but like last night I was like, oh no.
Cold.
It was cold. I didn't like that. Why did it get cold on me all of a sudden?
Tiny Eddie's magnetized pretzel cookies will point you in the direction of home and deliciousness.
Ooh, Thomas. You're just really clever.
It's a good marketing thing.
Three.
Oh, the 3 alert. Jesus, who will ever hear that? That was a bit from Vegetable Store Bay. It says, had a dream that my work was selling Tiny Eddie products. The superfluous, gelatinous...
Superfluous.
It's early. Superfluous, gelatinous meat clumps were disturbingly popular. People love chunks.
No.
So in Starfield, there's a fictional... well, it's not fictional in Starfield. It's just in Starfield. In Starfield, there's a like a chain of like fast food, basically.
Oh, it's 37 right now.
And it's called Chunks.
I want curry.
Anyway, I want pretzel cookies loaded with iron. I want pretzel cookies, actually. What is a pretzel cookie? What would that be like?
Sweet pretzel dough.
Oh man, you could...
Cooked in like a round.
Or just like, yeah, if you just had pretzel dough, right? But instead of it, but you put like icing on it, oh, that would work. That's a pretzel cookie. Like they do that at Annie Ann's with cinnamon pretzels, and you dip them in icing. God, that sounds good. That sounds really good. Anyway, Vegetable Survey, thank you. We had 17 months from Kirdalia, 25 from Spark Corgi, 10 from Go Long 4, 12 from Amehari. Congrats on the one. 500 bits from Ninmaning, who says, I am currently at an airport in New Jersey. I'm going down south today. I already had a flight from the New England to New Jersey. It went good. Wish me luck for my next flight. Good luck. I hope you enjoy going down south.
Where it's slightly warmer.
Down south is where I'm from, and also am. That's where I am.
Wow.
Thanks. The South is great. It's we had a meeting yesterday. We have meetings on Mondays, and Juliet was like, "Oh, I remember what it was. It was Mal had been riding a bike. We'll talk about that in a minute. Mal had been riding a bike, and she had just came in
from the bike ride
for the meeting." And I was like, sorry, Mal's slightly late. She was riding a bike. And then Juliet was like, there's snow on the ground. And I was like, I hate that. Chaz was like, the conditions are right for snow.
Chaz has had snow already this year.
I was like, I'm sorry. Anyway, down south, where snow less, which can be a good thing.
Brandon says you can ride a bike in the snow. It's legal.
They don't let you do that here.
Lasso a chicken and trade it for Tiny Eddie's evergreen soda pop flavor sticks.
I love lasso a animal. 1050 from Nisa says, Eddie, I desperately need a cooling snack. What do you have? Well, this sounds cool. Evergreen soda pop flavor sticks. I was thinking popsicle initially. I guess it's not a popsicle, it's just a stick. Like, this is Pocky, but it's got Pop Rocks in it.
And is like evergreen.
Does that mean it lasts forever? Like it's always good? No expiration. Do we have any foods that we can sell in a market that we can put like never expires on it?
Doesn't honey always stay good and sugar?
I don't know that we can advertise that though. I've heard that honey doesn't expire. I don't know how true that is.
I mean, honey will crystallize, but that doesn't mean it's bad.
You
just
can
have
still
to
eat
reheat
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Honey is delicious.
Mm-hmm. Unlike fresh, warm bread.
Those bees know what's up.
Mm-hmm.
This is only partially related. Did you know that we have animals on the earth that are immortal?
Yeah.
That's wild. I was on Wikipedia for a while last night. I had
Instead of sleeping.
Well, no.
You were shivering?
No. It was when I was still up. I had dinner and I was sitting on the couch and I was reading. I read the entire Wikipedia page about octopus. And I was like, wild, man. And then I took a little journey. And I was reading about, like, bivalves and cephalopods and whatever. And, like, there are some animals that they just don't.
Bivalves are tasty.
They don't age. Or they whatever. All of their cells regenerate. Mm-hmm. Like, our cells regenerate, but, like, not forever. Their cells just regenerate forever. So, like, they only die if, like, something eats them. And I'm like, that's wild, man. Sorry, where were we? Speaking of, we have 45 months from Mr. Squidtopus. 5 months from Shane the Destroyer. 60 months from Cosmic Searle. But keep doing this. Because you got 60 months also from Incarnado 95. That's a double 5. That's 10. Together. Thank you. 18 months from Sakademus. 49 from NG Bin. 5 from Lucas Worka. 62 from Hound Flash. Sorry, I had to remember how numbers work. 37 from Jay Linebeck. 2 from Pizza Party. 42 from Grandson Brambo. 56 from Sudabite. 59 from Angeman. 333 bits from Shane the Destroyer. Thank you. 5 months from Jess Light Dark. 41 from Captain McKitty. And 36 from Cody the Positron.
Oh yeah, I broke a nail yesterday. That hurts.
Congrats on the 3. So, alright, hold on. I brought a snack.
That was a large bite of Pop-Tart. You can, like, finish a Pop-Tart in 4 bites.
I can finish a Pop-Tart in 2 bites.
They're so dry, though.
I brought the liquid. Sorry.
I took a Kepler picture.
Yeah?
It's an art cue.
This is very life imitates art. Because I look at the screen and then I look down and it's the same image. He's very cute.
He's cold. He is a tiny ball.
He was probably cold last night, and the little guy didn't come in on the bed.
He knows where to find heat if he wants it.
I have had the house set to heat 66, so like it can't get lower than 66 in here.
But it's cold.
But it's cold.
Yeah.
Was he on the bed last night?
He was definitely in the bedroom when the alarm went off. I didn't wake up last night at all, according to sleep.
I'm real quiet. I know how to get, in and out quietly if I have to.
Brandon says it can't get lower than 66 near the thermostats. Have you ever been in the guest bathroom when it's cold? That tile floor is ice.
Your studio
My studio is very cold.
is Antarctica. Like when it's relatively warm in the house, I can walk into Mal's studio and it's freezing. And
That
I'm like,
bathroom is too.
well, there's another Pop-Tart.
I see that.
I made a crumb.
I'll get it.
That's why I put the whole thing in my mouth. Because then it don't make no crumb. Well, I also have plate. It's important for me to eat this. But then I'm a little hungry. But then I'll tell you about my last few days. Why don't you tell them about the thing that happened to you, though?
So, I wanted a bike, and some people may remember I had a bike. The bike I had is a beach cruiser. It has no gears. It has brakes where you pedal in reverse. Well, you just push it in reverse and it brakes, like a child's bike. And that's not great for Raleigh because there's a lot of hills and there's a lot of elevation. So I wanted a bike with gears. And then on Sunday I went and got a bike with gears.
It was your Christmas present.
It was my Christmas gift.
You skipped
what I
over
wanted.
that immensely. Yeah.
I was like, what if I get bike for Christmas? So I got bike for Christmas on Sunday.
Yeah.
So I went to a local bike shop and looked at bikes, and they had a used bike, and I really don't know what I want in a bike yet, based on where I'm going to be riding. So I decided to get a used bike, and I got a used road bike because that's what I had in high school. Was my parents' 1972 Schwinn. So I got a road bike. And I rode a bit that day because I was testing bikes. I was trying to decide between two. And then yesterday I went just over 11 miles.
And how was it?
Great.
Good.
I only felt it a little bit in my thighs when I went up the stairs yesterday. Just a little bit. Enough to be like, oh yeah.
Me and Mal had a conversation a little while back, a few weeks ago, about what Mal wanted for Christmas. And she was trying to decide between a few things. And she's like, I think I really want a bike. And I was like, you have a bike? And she's like, no.
No, I don't.
She's like, the bike I have does not have brake, and it does not have gear. And I was like, you need that? She's like, yeah, we have hills here. I'll die. And I was like, oh, okay.
I was dying yesterday on some of those hills.
And I was like, okay. So,
Brandon says my bike is super agile and light. Yes. I can lift my bike with one hand.
sorry, it has a brake. The cruisers, like Matt said, you pedal backwards.
Yeah.
But it does not have a handbrake, which is probably not great. The cruiser is built for cruising
on flat.
Yeah, they're beach bikes is what they are. So now they're very sophisticated bike. So Mal wanted a different bike. And we wanted that for Christmas, and she's like, "We can go after Thanksgiving," and I was like, "Sure." Because like last year,
I know we're not gonna buy a bike, take it to Myrtle Beach, open it, and then bring it.
That
home.
would be insane. Yeah. Last year, the gift that I got from Mallory was an Apple Watch, which was really, really great. And I got that, I think I got it like December 1st.
Yeah.
So I had it a little early. So Mal gets her bike early and is happy about it. And you rode it yesterday.
I rode it yesterday.
Noah says, I suggested y'all get a 7-person tandem bike. Yeah. Do you think we could find a bike shop that will give us a tandem bike, but also be willing to extend it if we get more people that move to Raleigh, so we just keep going back and it won't be safe at all because it'll have been
modified heavily.
Yeah. It's fine. Oh, also let me read this. There was 16 months from Supersonic Dog. Thank you. Yeah, so Mal got a bike. Brandon also got a bike.
Yeah.
Because Brandon has been wanting to get a bike for a long
year-ish.
And then it was the reason that both of them ended up getting bikes this weekend specifically is that the bike shop had a sale because it was Black Friday, Cyber Monday, whatever week. And so the bikes were on sale. And I was like, great, that's great. So they got bikes. We'll see how long I last until I'm just immensely jealous. I could probably just get my bike fixed up.
No.
I can go. I've went up a hill before. I went up a hill. I know how to go up a hill. Fossick says I'll give it till the end of the week. I don't believe I will be getting any bike this year. That's not my plan. If I got some, it would be next year. Right now, the focus for me is just I'm just gonna keep doing physical therapy and trying to feel good and normal and build up muscle, and then maybe next year, if you're still really enjoying it and get really into it, then I'd be like, okay, I might do it because I want to I like to exercise with you and do things with you, but
my bike is fast.
It sounds like my cruiser couldn't keep up with you.
Yeah.
So
that is the other thing. My bike is very fast. Brandon said in chat that he got a more cruiser commute style bike like you'd have in a city.
Yes.
For going around and getting groceries and stuff.
Yeah.
And his is heavier. His is a lot sturdier than mine.
But his also probably has gears.
Yeah, his does have gears. And handbrakes. Because we switched bikes yesterday a little bit just to see. And his just feels a lot heavier. Do I have a belt? No, but it's on my wish list for Christmas. Because my family is like, what do you want? And I'm like, here's a wish list.
Emil says, exercise is always easier with a partner. You'll do it for longer. It's true.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have gone 11 miles yesterday if Brandon wasn't there.
Yeah. Yeah, it does make it easier. So yeah, I've always really enjoyed riding a bike.
It's a disc brake.
So
a rim brake, not a disc.
Yeah, I've always enjoyed that. I always had mountain bikes growing up.
See, I had a mountain bike that was from a rummage sale.
Yeah.
We'd gone to a rummage sale and there was a bike, and my mom's like, this bike fits you. You need a bike. Here's a bike. And at some point, I was pulling into Lindsay's driveway in middle school, and I hit the handbrake, and the whole cable snapped out of it.
Oh.
And I had one brake then. And then something else went wrong. And so I didn't really have a bike. And that's when I took my parents' old Schwinn bikes. Because my mom had hers and my dad's after the divorce for some reason.
Yeah.
And so then I took his bike, which was too tall for me, and so I was like always on my tippy toes on the pedals. And then eventually I took her bike.
Yeah,
Which was wild because how bikes changed and shifting on road bikes has changed since the 70s, of course.
one thing I learned about bikes is that, so growing up, I had a few bikes growing up. Almost always mountain bikes. I think it's just because I don't know if I liked the aesthetic or if I was riding them off-road. I was, so like, I don't know if maybe that's why. But I always got my bikes from like Walmart. Like every bike I ever owned, I think we just went to Walmart and got a bike. So like my perception of like how much a bicycle could cost
Has changed.
was different because like at Walmart, even for like adult-sized bikes, like they're not terribly expensive. I don't think you can even spend more than like $300 on a bike, or at least you couldn't in, you know, the 2000s. And when we went to the bike shop, I learned that there are bikes that cost like thousands of dollars. And I was like,
there was one I saw on the website that was like $12,000.
Yeah, I saw one on the website that was $14,000, and I was like, that's like, you could get a car.
Yeah.
But I guess if you're looking at bikes, the point is to like not be a car.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they really run the gamut. There's some, and that's the far end. Like a 5-figure bike is the far end, but there was actually a lot of bikes there that were, you know, in the like $1,500 to $5,000 range. I was like, oh, Walmart has skewed my mind of what a bike actually is. Anyway, Mal seems happy, so
I am happy.
and I'm glad that you went with a used, cheaper one.
Yeah, well, I was looking at 2 of the used ones they had, and one of them was more expensive, and I liked it better because of the color.
Yeah,
But I rode them both, and the guy that was helping us was kind of... I don't know. He was not a salesperson, and he was kind of just like, I don't know, whatever. So...
he was not. He didn't seem like super particularly helpful.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
So I kind of had to come to my own conclusion about the bikes.
Yeah.
And then there was an older guy working the counter, and he's like, so what'd you go with? And I was like, oh, I went with the red one. And he's like, why? And I'm like, well, I was like, I'm a beginner. I said, I haven't really biked a lot since high school. I biked a lot in high school because before I had a car, I had to bike to work when I worked at Culver's. So, I gave the guy my reasons. I was like, well, I don't know what I want. It's the cheaper option. When I rode them both, it felt faster. And on the purple bike, the rear brake cabling kept hitting my thigh. And I was like, so that's kind of why I went with the red one. And he goes, yeah, he said, I only like the purple one because it's purple.
Oh.
And he's like, yeah. So he kind of just confirmed how I felt about it.
The bike does need a kickstand.
Yeah, there's no kickstand
There's
on
no
the bike.
kickstand.
For some reason. I think the bike is, I looked up the year, what was it?
The year where there were no kickstands.
No,
Oh.
it's an older bike. It's older than I thought it was, so it's in good shape for as old as it is, because it looks newer. I also really need to do the bar tape, because the bar tape was not done well.
One thing I liked about the store is that they only played ska.
Yeah, they were. Here, I took a
Like
picture.
when I walked in, they were playing the Aquabats, and I was like, this isn't a radio station. Like, this is someone... Like, someone's playing this. But then after that, like, it was like the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. And, like, it just kept being... It was just ska. Vagabond's bike shops are known for ska. I don't know if I've ever been in a bike shop, but, like, I believe it. Because everything was ska. I was like, all right. Okie doke. But yeah, it was... It seems like you got something... good for the price, and I'm happy about that. And then, you know, if you want like a better thing later, you could get something later.
Yeah, I do have my eye on something for the future if I do end up liking it, so.
Yeah, this is a good way to get into the hobby. Ska. Was that well timed? Did I match the alert? Did we say ska at the exact same time? This is an important question.
Vagabond says you did.
Ooh. Ooh.
Almost.
Not quite. A lot of people say yeah. I'll have to replay the tape. Half a second. That's a long time. Half a second's like that's a long time.
Brandon says there's almost no delay. Good job, audio boy. You audioed so good.
I'll have to look at it later. So one of the things that I did do
Before we get into that, can you scroll up?
Yes.
No, not that. In the other one. I put a photo of my bike in mod chat. So before we move off the bike topic. There's my bike.
This is the bike. It's Hurricanes colors, I guess.
It is Hurricanes colors. Oh, thank you for that. I didn't even think about that.
I told you that at the bike shop, but
I forgot.
Yeah, it's fine. The day I think you were wearing a Hurricanes.
Was I wearing my Hurricanes hoodie?
and I was like, the same colors, and you were like,
They have the Hurricane Storm Brew at Costco, and yesterday I was like, look at my nails. Does it cost $40 to park a bike at PNC? Noah.
Anyway, that ska was from Scooter Baconator. I think I said that. Appreciate that. We also had 18 months from Doan 2300, 14 from Belladonna Prince, and 42 from the Bassoonist. Thank you all. What was I saying?
You were talking about audio.
Oh, yeah. So, I finally, anyone that watched the Mario RPG stream, me and Haley were kind of getting into it about some of the audio stuff in the loft. And I was like, I really have to like solve this. I've never spent the time to solve it. So I solved it. So it's solved now. The short version of what the problem was is that we ran audio for alerts into the TV through an HDMI input, but we also would run the game into the TV through a separate audio input, HDMI input. So what that meant was that when we were on the game, we could hear the game, but we couldn't hear alerts. And if we're on the alerts, then we can hear them. And that's like usually fine because we normally take breaks for games. So like we'll play a little of the game, then we'll take a break. So we swap back and forth. However, on a game like Super Mario RPG, where I want alerts to run all the time, then it becomes an issue of like, I can't do that. So the easiest solution was to just get an audio thing. And I did. A lot of the Guap songs have like I think he just recorded his answering machine and then put it into the track. I don't know what the purpose of that exactly was. Anyway, so so that happens. So now there's a soundbar up here. What do you think?
Great.
I'm excited about it. I had to spend some time trying to get the audio to sync up.
I know, I heard you on Saturday.
Yeah. The way that I test that, by the way, is very fun. Where I just play a song, like one of the song alerts, and I just hum along to it, and then I play it back, and I'm like, and I just keep adjusting it until I get it. And the problem is there can be some variance. Like, one of the things I've noticed about the alert system is that, like, the first time an alert comes through, like, for that day or something, it may be slightly different than what it will be. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know how that works, but I think I have it pretty close. We'll keep our fingers crossed that we have it. $1,600 from Genesis. It says, "Oh, let's test the new soundbar, shall we?" I clenched my butt. Jay Linebuck also gifted sub to No Slouch.
You slouching?
I mean, if I am, it's very little. Very, very little. I'm a little bit taller now. I appreciate it. I will need some reminders.
No, don't leave. Come to me.
I don't think he's gonna leave. I think he's just kind of. You need to like turn. Like if you turn your body, you'll become more comfortable.
No.
We also had 47 months from Jolteron. Thank you. Let's talk about how I've been feeling.
Okay.
I don't know if Haley is still here. She can give an update on how she's doing. So her and Alex have been sick, and Haley said yesterday, she's like, this is definitely the sickest I've ever been in my life. And I'm like, oh. So it's been real bad for them. Alex is getting better. Like, I don't know that he's better, but like he's doing better than he had been. Mm-hmm. Agent says, don't tell me COVID. Not COVID. Neither of them have COVID. They have both tested multiple times. Neither of them have COVID. They're just very sick. So, yeah, I don't know what they have. I don't know that it's the flu either. They just have a bad thing. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Alex had it first, so he's starting to get better. Haley is still getting beat up. And this whole time, I have been continually wondering where I stood, because the day that Alex felt super exhausted was the day that I felt super exhausted. The difference is he started developing symptoms and I never did. Mm-hmm. I have just been very tired. I have been very, very, very tired for about 9 days. And yesterday, finally, after all this time of feeling tired and just feeling lethargic and having a hard time getting things done because I just felt so exhausted, I woke up with a sore throat. And I was like, cool. Finally, something's happening.
I mean, at 9 days, I don't think what you have is from Alex.
Anyway, so I woke up with a sore throat, and I was like, cool. And I did. I felt so tired yesterday. We had some errands to run, so we went out and ran errands, and whenever I got back, I was like, I'm so exhausted. I had 8 hours of sleep the night before, but I'm just so exhausted. And I was like, I'm gonna lay down. So I laid down. I took a 3-hour nap. And when I woke up from that 3-hour nap, my throat wasn't sore anymore. And also, I felt better. Mao had got some chicken noodle soup, so I ate some chicken noodle soup. It was like 10 p.m. I ate some chicken noodle soup, and then I sat on the couch for a bit. And after that, Mao was like, I'm gonna go to bed. And I was like, okay, well, I've had now 11 hours of sleep, so I think I'm gonna stay up. And then shortly after you went to bed, mm-hmm. I had like the biggest second wind that I have had in weeks. Like all of a sudden, my body was like, everything is good. You feel good. All of the executive function juice is flowing through your mind. And I was like, what? Okay. I've been trying to do physical therapy over the past week, and it's been hard. There's been days I haven't even done it, and on the days that I have, I could only do like 8 to 10 minutes before my body felt so exhausted I just collapsed. I was like, I can't do this. Well, last night, at like 11:30 p.m., my body was like, you can do it, and it feels great, and it makes your brain happy. So I did like an hour of physical therapy exercises last night around midnight. And I felt great. I was like, this is amazing. And my hope was that I would do that, and then after that, I would be tired and go to bed. Because I tucked Mao in, and I was like, I'm going to go do some things. That's basically what I did.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm hoping that I'll be tired, and then I'll be in bed. And I was like, okay. Well, I did that, and my brain was still like, you feel good. So many things can be accomplished, but they have to be done right now. And I was like, okay. So there had been a bunch of mail on the counter that I hadn't dealt with all of that. The dishes needed done. I emptied the dishwasher, reloaded the dishwasher, and then I still felt amazing. I was like, let's dive into emails. So then I dove into emails. I had some other like miscellaneous stuff I needed to do on the computer. I did it. And my body's like, you'd feel really great if you kept getting vlogs done. I was like, hell yeah, man. And then I just went do.
Good job.
A lot of things happened. And then it was right around 5 a.m. where I was like, okay, juice is gone. Now I should go to sleep. So I stayed up quite a bit, doing all of that stuff. And like, it's true that going to bed at 5 a.m. and waking up at 8:30 is like not a lot of sleep.
No, it's not a lot of sleep.
But the other thing is I had taken a 3-hour nap, you know, so like I don't feel super awful today. I'll probably want to take a nap, but it felt you don't always get where your brain is like real excited about everything, and it's like, hey man, what if we, I'm like, okay.
What if we?
Like that doesn't happen. And because that doesn't happen, I was like, this is good. I'll take that. Let's let's use this opportunity. So I did. And today I don't have the sore throat again. So I don't know. I still don't really know what's happening with me, because I still feel like this morning. Well, I guess I didn't sleep much, but like this morning I'm like a little tired. I guess we'll see how this week goes.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. The good news is I released 3 vlogs yesterday. Mm-hmm. And I think I have like 5 more done or something.
Really? That's nice.
4 or 5 more. I think 5. I don't know. So I have a bunch done. The next one that I have to edit is the Renaissance Fair.
Okay.
That's where I'm at.
Okay.
And I dropped that into the timeline last night. That was the last thing I did before bed. I dropped it into the timeline, and it's like 40 minutes of footage.
I'm really excited for that one.
And I was like, bed. Bed. Time for bed. Just like this is going to be a long edit. I'm going to bed.
Noah says y'all aren't ready for the Waffle House one. That's coming after Ren Fair.
There was a lot.
It's a week after Ren Fair about.
There was a lot of things. Mm-hmm. There's a vlog coming out today.
Yeah.
The vlog that Jepson finishes Earthbound.
Yep.
And that's a very good video. Mm-hmm. It really condenses and summarizes that night in a very good way, I thought. I spent a lot of time on it. I did that one a few days ago. Yesterday? 2 days, I don't know. So, there's some good stuff coming out.
Brandon climbs a wall.
Oh, yeah. Brandon climbs a wall in the Renaissance. They had a rock wall. Mm-hmm. Climbing wall. There's so many things to look forward to. There's like a horse.
There's a horse?
I think there's more than one horse.
Yeah, there's a few horses.
Can you believe that?
No. And then there's like a whole 5 days where Noah's here. There's a lot coming out. Yeah.
But I was like 3 weeks behind on the vlog, and now I'm closer to like 2 weeks, and I'm like, okay, it's still not great, but I feel better about it. So I'm trying to push forward. Honestly, the hardest day for me to work is Tuesday, because Tuesday is generally triple stream day.
It is today.
And it is today, so I probably won't be able to get anything done, unfortunately. And sometimes I'll stay up a little bit on Tuesday nights, and I can't do that tonight because I have a dentist appointment in the morning. Anyway, we got Genesis gifting a sub to Padawan Becca. Thank you, Genesis. We have 60 months from Mr. Viperfang. Also hitting the 5. 27 months from Mother Fairy, and 38 months from Melamocha. Thank you. Anyway.
That's been our last 5 days since Thanksgiving.
That has been our last 5 days.
6 days?
6 days. 8 days. 9 days. 5 days. 3 days?
10?
I don't know how many days it's been.
How do days work?
Yeah, I'm hanging in there. I've been a little frustrated, because I felt so tired. And, I've been getting, good sleep. I've been getting, 7 to 8 hours every night for...
Except last night.
Last night was the exception,
Yeah.
but otherwise I've done very, very well. And I'm like, shouldn't be tired.
Brandon points out we didn't even really talk about Thanksgiving itself. It was good.
Oh, wait! There hasn't been a breakfast stream since Thanksgiving. Sorry, Thanksgiving feels like it was 2 weeks ago.
6 days. We just said that.
I know, but I was I was just saying numbers because you were saying numbers,
Yeah.
and I wanted to be
Oh.
included.
Oh, you weren't thinking about the words that were
No,
coming out of my
not at all.
mouth. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. It was good. Maybe that's why. Vagabond says I did talk about it on Friday. Okay, that's probably why. It was a good time. When I got there, I was like, hey, it's good to see y'all. I haven't seen you in 4 months. And my mom was like, 5. And I was like, oops. It's been a while, but it's been busy.
There were 3 months I couldn't travel.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, is that Mal couldn't travel for 3 months. And then when you finally could travel, we've had extra life, so yeah, it was a busy time. We'll be back next month for the holiday season. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Ultrask says the photo you posted in the Discord was very adorable, Steven. Yeah. If mods want to look for that,
I can post it.
It's in
if
image
it's
dump. They'll find
easier
it.
for
They'll
them.
find it faster than you.
Will they?
Probably.
This one, I guess.
Oh, wait. Mal already has it. Anyway, you can show that if you'd like. We took a little. We took a photo of us together. Look at this. It came out good. Seeing it again.
Roland was there for a little bit, but he left before this.
Seeing it again, I think I made it just a touch too warm, but it's fine.
It's a warm light in that room.
Yeah. That's from a... Phones are good now.
Mm-hmm.
That's from a phone.
Yeah, that was from a phone.
That's good. It's incredible. Anyway, yeah, so that was nice. And Roland was there as well, so yeah, it was a good Thanksgiving. It was good to be back home. And I am looking forward to getting back soon.
Mm-hmm.
In a month.
Yeah, in a month.
I'm not looking forward to getting back soon. I need that month really badly.
Yeah,
because
you do.
I really need to get some stuff done in that month, but when I do that, then it'll be great. Look, that part will be nice.
Yeah, it's December soon.
What? No, it's
December soon, Friday. Yeah.
Friday is December.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
2023 is dying. I think the wild thing is that
Fossix.
phrases to hurt people. I think the wild thing is that I still remember very, very strongly the beginning of the year. I very much remember the New Year's party and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then it was like, oh man, New Year's party, all right. And then it was like, you have to move. And I was like, oh. And then we moved. But we recovered. We're all right now. Things are going okay. They're not going to make us move again. Right? They're not going to make us move.
They have legal repercussions if they make us move again.
They can't make us move for a year.
Yeah.
But the fact that that happens, like, it's already almost been a year.
I know.
It's just wild. It's just, things moved very, 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 very quickly. Anyway, I feel like there was something else I wanted to talk about, and now I'm having a hard time remembering.
Thanksgiving?
Oh, I had a dream.
Yeah.
I had a dream I wanted to mention. I had a dream that I was staying in like either a hotel or an Airbnb or something, and it was with some people from high school. Like, we were our current ages, but it was like people from high school, and like not the usual high school crowd. Like, it was like Bradley, and so like it's a very eclectic collection of people, not like Austin or Justin like you would expect. And in the dream, we have a video game console or something in this Airbnb or whatever. And one of the people was like, "Don't you have all of the Wii games?" And I was like, "Yes." And he was like, "You should bring all of the Wii games to this Airbnb." And I was like, "No." No. And then everyone that was there was like, "Dude, that would be really cool. You should bring all of the games for the Wii here, and we could just play any game. That would be really neat." And I was like, "You there? Do you know how many there are? There are so many. I can't do that." They're like, "How many are there?" I'm like, there's like 1,300 games. How would I even? And they're like, "You can just bring them." And the entire dream was me just arguing with these high school friends about like, I can't do that. I was like, I couldn't even. They won't even fit in my car.
Yeah.
Like, it's 21 boxes. And then finally, at the end of the dream, despite being my current age, I was in high school at a locker. Because I guess my brain was like, high school friends? I guess that's the setting. I don't know. I'm in high school standing in the locker, and a different person came up to me.
Alex. Yeah, different person came up to you.
Like a vulture. Just like, "You done with these viewers yet, or can I have them? Can I have them? Can I have them? You done?" I was looking at the time. Can I have them? Leave him alone. He's fine. He's fine. In his own words, he's fine. I get to make fun of him. He's fine. So at the end of the dream, I'm standing next to this high school locker.
Someone comes up to you.
And one of my high school friends comes up to me and is like, "Hey, we should just play Smash Brothers." And I go, "Yes. Yes." He's like, "Okay." And they like finally dropped it. And that was the dream. That was the entire dream. It was good. It was a good dream. It was Brandon had been like, "Isn't that just a real life conversation?" And like, I definitely feel like I've had that with someone.
Yeah.
Like, no. I don't want to move the games. I'll bring, like, if someone's like, "I want to borrow a game," I'll bring them a game. Mm-hmm. But if they're like, "I want to borrow 5 games," I'll be like, "No."
Yeah, didn't you let Haley borrow Metroid?
Haley needs to finish Metroid. She's got to do it. I let her borrow it like 4 or 5 months ago. And within like a week or two, she got straight to the final boss and then was like, all right. And I was like, you gonna beat it? She's like, I get to the end of games and then I don't beat them. And I was like, okay. Because originally she was like, the vibe isn't right. And I was like, I can understand that. It's like, there was other stuff going on in their lives and they're like, I don't want to play shooty game. And I was like, okay. I was like, you should just beat the game. It's not even about me getting the game back, although I do want to put it back on the shelf. It's like, you should beat it. You're right there.
Yeah.
Renee says, but then it's over. Haley says she has a terrible history of like playing through games to the final boss and then just stopping. Josh says he does that too.
I did that in high school.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Because I had gotten to the end of Dark Cloud 2, the final boss, and then before the bonus thing, and I accidentally rewrote my save, and then I had to start over, and I was like, put that away. And it's a little bit different, but when I played Beyond Good and Evil, I got to the final boss, and I'm like, nope, and I didn't beat it for a very long time, and then I did.
Yeah. A lot of folks in chat being like, that's an ADHD thing. That's what both Haley and Josh have told me, so I believe it.
Ember Laura did the same thing. I am Setsuna save. Ah, yeah, it sucked. That was like, done.
I will say, one of the quickest ways to make a video game feel awful is to put you in a position where you have to redo large sections.
That just happened to me in Royal.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that. I watched Mal, she was playing Persona.
I played for like 2 hours.
And there just wasn't a save yet.
I couldn't find a safe room.
And then she
and
died.
Then I died.
And Mal just immediately was like, done with this.
Need a break.
And you haven't played it since, have you?
Yeah, it's been like a week.
Yeah.
I got a bike. We went to Myrtle Beach.
We were busy.
Yeah.
Although you really should.
Wait, where? I'm in the Royal stuff.
Yeah. You should, yeah, Mal's in January.
Yeah.
Matt, you should finish the game.
I will.
Like,
I'll work on that later this week.
Mostly you should do it to get on with your life.
Yeah.
Because I think at this point, like, Persona was your surgery recovery project. Now that you're recovered and you're doing quite well and, like, now you're active, you're like, I'm a bike
10 miles today.
Like, that, now that you're there, you really, more than ever, need to finish this game so you can be like, all right,
yeah,
I have other things to do. So
I do have other things to do.
You should try and get back to it. Okay, let's talk about what's happening today.
This breakfast stream.
This is happening. Y'all are like here. So you've already done one thing. You've attended this. Thank you for attending this. We will be doing Pikmin in 3 hours. Oh, I didn't run beans. Have beans. We'll be doing Pikmin in 3 hours. At whatever time that is. 1. Hold on. I have to actually release the vlog. I have a vlog for you that I'm gonna send you to. Also, if y'all didn't see, the Extra Life videos are starting to release on the Stephen Plays. Everyone give Dan a little round of applause for that.
Dan.
For getting that done. The videos are going to release every day at 8 p.m. from now until Christmas.
Today's is Odama?
Today's is Odama. So, yeah, every day at 8 p.m. in addition to whatever we were doing for a month. Because there's 30 of them. So if you missed Extra Life or you just want to relive stuff, they'll be coming out every day, 8 p.m. We love that. And we made the decision to have it release in addition to what we were doing because there's too much stuff.
Hey.
There's too much stuff. It's cool time. If we took a break from everything to release Extra Life, that would be bad. And if we tried to release Extra Life very slowly in order to have the other stuff on the channel, Extra Life would take months. So we're just doing this, and we're like, okay, let's get that out. What day is last out? 7? So 8 comes out. Let me release 8. Hello, cat. Oh, it says public. Oh, I scheduled it for 10, so it's out. Perfect. Perfect. Mission failed successfully.
Good job.
I did it. All right. So there's a vlog out. Fossix has got the link. Jam got made. Which I know folks are like, is that about Jam Meepler joining the Mafia? No, actually, it's about when you take a fruit and you turn it into a paste you can eat. That's what it's actually about. Mean Dean gifted a sub to NB Nick. Thank you. Appreciate it, Dean.
What else is happening today besides Pikmin?
Other things that are happening today, aside from Pikmin, Mao is doing a stream tonight at 7 p.m.
What am I streaming, Steven?
Yeah, Mao, why don't you tell them?
What's easier to set up, Steven? I will do either, but I need to know.
I asked you to figure this out yesterday.
I know, and we didn't.
No. Listen, you don't get to say we. It is your stream. You
are the one setting it up, though.
I told you I can do either thing, and you just didn't make a decision.
I didn't, because I wanted you to tell me which one was easier on you.
Oh, God. What?
Which one is easier on you?
They're the same. They are the same. If you want to do an art, you can do an art. If you want to do a cook, you can do a cook. You can do either one.
Okay, then I'll do an art.
You want to do an art?
Yeah.
Okay. Mal will do an art.
That's true.
Unless before 7 she changes her mind and does a cook. So I think it sounds like maybe Mal is returning to art today.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do both. Seems like a hard stream.
Noah says you could paint food. I was thinking of doing a still life.
Incredible. Okay. So we got it all figured out. Breakfast stream is ending.
Yeah.
In 3 hours there will be
Pikmin.
And then at 7 p.m. Eastern, Mao is streaming something. I will be doing Starfield tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to see Starfield, that's tomorrow. That time could be like a little wiggly, but I'm hoping that it'll be at 1 p.m. And I'm hoping that I'll do it and actually have success doing it and not be like, I have to go to the bathroom. Since I've had some...
You've had like 2 weeks in a row of that.
It's not been great. I haven't loved what's happening to my body. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, I think that's it.
Yes.
I think that's it. Thank you all for being here. Golden VCR is live. I'm not going to rate him, but you can go over there. And of course, the more important thing, much more important than Golden VCR, is the vlog is out. So make sure you catch the vlog. Got him! Listen, y'all just expect me to raid him every breakfast stream morning? No. You get the one. You get the one, and I'm like, here, this is everyone you need to hit affiliate. And now people know, and they follow him. I'm the best kind of friend. All right. That's it. Have a good day. Check out the vlog. Watch Alex watch tapes. And I'll see y'all.
We'll be back here at 1.
3 hours, not 3 o'clock. 3 hours, 1 p.m. for Pikmin. Aren't we like almost done with it?
I don't know.
We're so
No
close to the
idea.
end. I don't know that we're going to beat it today, but we might get darn close. That's exciting.